I work in the financial services industry. I experience firsthand people trying to build their wealth. And I also see the strategies that people use and the mindsets that they have to get them there. Welcome to my channel. Hello, my name is Rihanna, and I'm officially your new financial coach. So a lot of the clients that I work with, some have it, some don't. But the one thing that I've noticed about the people who have been able to amass so much wealth is that they followed this advice to a T when they were young, and they just stuck with it throughout their whole financial journey. And this advice is to build a financial foundation. Now, what does that mean? These are just the basics. At the end of the day, these are the basics. This you have to get down before you can start like investing in real estate, being an angel investor, things that really can like propel your wealth to a whole different level. So the 4 things that you need to be doing to build a financial foundation is going to be 1, padding your savings, 2, controlling your cash flow, 3, trying your best to be debt free at all times. And that's excluding your mortgage if you're owning a house or trying to own a house. And then 4 is going to be investing. Let's just kick things off with number 1 being padding your savings. So I think a lot of people, when they're talking about this topic, they're just like, make sure you have 6 months saved or 12 months saved. You need an emergency fund. I completely agree. You do need an emergency fund, but I don't like to call it that. I don't want you to think the money is only for emergencies. It's really just backup money that you can tap into when there's something going on in your life. It doesn't have to be like, oh, your car broke down, this is the backup money. It could be, and it should be. But it can also be for an opportunity comes up and you're just like, hey, I want to go to this conference because so-and-so might be there and I want to connect with them. So I'm going to use this money to do so. The biggest impact that this makes is making sure that you're debt free. That is how you should be utilizing your savings. If you have an expense and you're saying, hey, I need a credit card to, pay for this, that means that you shouldn't be getting it. You cannot afford it. You should definitely be leveraging credit, but that is not the way to do it because it adds up really, really quickly. So like I said, the gurus are always going to say 6 months, 12 months, and then you're going to have to do that math, figure out what your fixed expenses are, and then times it by 6 or 12. However, the way I like to do it, I just pick a big round number and I pick 10,000. That's definitely going to cover your fixed expenses, any emergencies that pop up, travel fund. I think you should keep it separate. But I'll put travel fund in there for some smaller trails. We're not doing Greece out that budget. We opening a whole different account for the Greece trip. And any just times where you need to use your credit card in the moment, and you can just literally just pay yourself back. The second piece of this puzzle, being debt free, is mostly focused on just keeping as much money as possible so that you could allocate it to things that will build your wealth. I think a lot of people, especially, I'm talking about myself here, y'all. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about myself. Student loans definitely takes a pretty decent chunk every month out of how much I make. I wish I could take that money and put it into investments because literally I would be doubling my contributions. So just things like that is a reason why you want to be debt free, because all of those things, like I said, they add up and they're literally just draining your cash flow. They have no positive impact when it comes to actually building your wealth. If you ever watch Dave Ramsey, that's probably one of the biggest topics he talks about is just being debt free. And it's because now you have the money to actually invest in different opportunities. It also gives you the opportunity to pivot in your career if you want to, because now you're not so dependent on like, well, I got auto loan payment, I got personal loan I got to pay, I got student loans I got to pay. You kind of just have a little more flexibility with your money. It's not such a huge burden. At least if you're debt free, you know that everything that you're paying for is literally bare bones. You're not owing anybody. It's literally you building your wealth and you surviving, like food, rent, those type of things. And that is going to lead me into our third piece of the puzzle, which is going to be controlling your cash flow. Y'all, when I say this is the hardest thing for me, I'm definitely still a work in progress. I've definitely come a long way, but there is still work to be done. But this is honestly what separates the girls from the women, okay? The boys from the men. This is honestly just going to take your wealth building journey to the next level because you're understanding how much money is coming in and how much is going out and where it is going. Usually that is considered budgeting, but honestly, I think we need to tweak that because budgeting is more of like, hey, we're putting ourselves on a restrictive kind of plan versus cash flow is like, here is the money that I'm putting to work in this category. So the main thing that you want to keep in mind is that you want to minimize your big spending categories. So for me, that will be eating out. It can be shopping at times because Zara got a sale right now and I'll be there. Trust me, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna look at it on my budgeting app next month. We're gonna worry about that next month. But just like minimizing those large expenses and then just maximizing the things that are going to grow your wealth. So that's going to be saving, those are going to be investments. So if you want to invest in that course, if you want to take a trip somewhere and go to this conference, and those things will have you coming back more refreshed and ready to work harder for what your goals are. And since we're already talking about investing, let's get into the fourth piece. When everybody talks about finance, the main thing they talk about is investing. This is the time, start now, but you don't know what to invest in. You don't know anything about the stock market. You don't even know how to open the account. So trust me, we're gonna be talking about that a lot. But the main thing that is important to know about investing is that it's the only way that you're gonna get your money to truly grow over time, beating inflation. The difference between saving and investing is that you cannot save your way to wealth. Savings is to avoid debt, and to always just have like a nest egg to sit on. But investing is about growing your dollars over time. That can be in the form of a retirement account or a taxable account. I will talk about the difference in another video. I don't want to kind of get too far into investing, but it is just very, very, very important when you want to get to the next level in your wealth building journey. It is the most important. I cannot stress it enough. Like saving 50K is great, but investing for 50K 10 years in the future is just going to put you in a whole different ball game. I know a lot of people are like, put all your money in a high yield savings account. I feel that we love the high yield savings account because we're getting free money, but don't you ever think that that money can't grow more if you're investing it. I'm sorry, you cannot. No, let's not even confuse it. Let's write that down right now. So just to recap, the 4 pillars of building your financial foundation is going to be padding your savings, controlling your cash flow, being debt-free for as long as possible in every single way of it, and investing. We all know that is not going to happen overnight. It does take time. I think I've been on my financial journey, let's say 3 years now, like being honestly like serious and understanding what I need to do and having a plan. And I'm still not there. I don't have it all. But like I said, I'm here to just share my advice and the things that I've learned, also take some of the advice and the things that you guys have learned out there, and just build a community of like-minded people, as well as people in their 20s who are really just trying to figure it out. One of my favorite quotes is, "A smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others." I know it's hard, and the people before us, they can't really give us advice because they haven't been in our shoes. We are literally in a time that is unforeseen when it comes to just living and just being out on your own. We just need to lean on each other. So if you're all about creating financial stability and just trying to build your wealth, stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.